What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. It is the 19th day of March. Here we are at about $453 with roughly 11 hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Yes, I still am long on Bitcoin Cash. Low leverage, small position, just having some fun. I very much do think that we're going to move up higher. Originally, I was going to take profits at 462 and just make like a quick little move, but we didn't quite get there. And now that we're back down here, I'm very confident that we will move up. I canceled that sell order there and I moved it higher because I do think that we are going to move higher pretty soon here. On the 1 hour time frame yesterday, I made this I don't know if it was a bold call, but I made this very precise call, which didn't happen. But the call was that every time that we've been down here this low at the RSI, we've literally seen massive V-shaped recoveries rather immediately. And this is why I was just going to get in it real quick and then get out of it real quick. But now that we've been consolidating like this for a little while, maybe we do come down, maybe we do see a slightly lower low or something like that. That is possible. We could form some bullish divergence. Maybe this is it. We form a higher low. We had a lot of volume on this wicking candle here. I'm running with the idea that we maintain these higher lows. I think because we've consolidated a little bit longer that we stand to break out and make a larger move. So that's kind of my expectation at the moment. The 1 hour RSI has broken out of its downtrend, right? We've got lower highs here and we broke right out of that. So that's nice to see after getting oversold. Typically your downtrends end once you get oversold like this. Just because you break out of a downtrend doesn't mean that you can't go lower. We absolutely can go lower here, and that's where bullish divergence comes into play. I mean, imagine that we go lower, we bounce right off of there, we bounce right off of there. The price is at a lower low. We've got lower lows here in the price, but we've got higher lows in the RSI. That's bullish divergence. The stochastics, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. The stochastics at the moment they do look bearish on the 1 hour time frame, so we could come down a little bit more. The MACD is actually right at a place where you might expect it to bounce. We could provide a false cross to the downside and then continue to move up, or we could get very close to crossing but not cross and then bounce from there. Looking for a move that takes us through the zero level. When we do that, we should get a little bit of a we should get some separation from this zone and move back up to this area of like 469 to 480 something, whatever, somewhere up in this area. We'd probably get stopped somewhere in here. Find some resistance here, come back down, find some support, continue to rally. That's kind of the perspective that I'm thinking, right? Bitcoin Cash, even when it's more or less moving in a straight line, it likes to be somewhat volatile. Okay, there's going to be moments where it's volatile. But overall, yes, I do expect it will move up, and I do expect it will move above this high. I, at the moment, don't expect that we go below this low, or if we do go below this low, that we don't go too much below it. Okay. 4 hour time frame here, looking at the RSI, definitely getting set up for some bullish divergence. I mean, with this, it kind of makes me think even more so that we do see a 4 hour close below this level here. Maybe we do. If we do, it'll be a lower low in the price, higher low in the RSI. We'll have bullish divergence on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. And we'd also probably have bullish divergence here on the stochastics. And the MACD is actually right at the zero, perfect area to bounce. Yes, we've crossed through the zero, but this doesn't seem to me like a bearish cross. First off, we're choppy and we're sideways, so the MACD is going to be a little bit less reliable. But we made the cross basically here after the move already happened. So if this cross was bearish, I think we would have continued to move down already. We haven't really seen that yet. So I'm thinking that this could be more of an area for support rather than something that's going to be largely detrimental to the price. But we'll see. Time will tell. At this point, looking at this here, I really actually wouldn't be surprised if we went below this low. We really could go just below that low. Let's see here. Low to high. Golden ratio, yeah. Golden ratio, 0.5382 area, back down to the golden ratio. Typically then we would see the 786, 886. So something as low as 437 to 442. I might actually close my long position here. I don't know. It's at such a low leverage that like if this doesn't happen and the move happens up, I'm going to be upset because I'm not going to chase but I'd also be upset if I had a much better entry point down here. There's like no risk of liquidation. I mean, until we'd have to get like below 380, which I don't see this. I don't see this happening right now. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean it can't happen. Anything can happen. And of course, stop losses would be hit long before then. But I am kind of under the impression that we will see prices somewhere around 442 to 437. I'm just not largely confident in that. I might let it ride. I don't know. We'll see. You don't, just because there's the potential for bullish divergence doesn't mean it has to happen. We don't need bullish divergence. You know, higher lows are good enough. Maybe I'll wait and see how this 4 hour closes, and then I'll make up my mind. I'll wait till the stock market opens. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'll make up my mind. $453 on the daily time frame. Moving up, we've got this W shape here. We did get stopped out at the same areas that we stopped out before, but we have higher lows here, right at the 40 for support. By the way, guys, don't leverage trade, okay? Please don't do that. If you do leverage trade, trade with like less than 1% of your total portfolio, right? Like if you've got $1,000 to your name and you want to trade with $100, okay, don't let me stop you, but maybe just trade with like $20 instead. If you've got $10,000 to your name, trade with $100. If you've got $100,000 to your name, trade with $100. You know, if you can turn 100 into 1,000, then you're a successful trader. Maybe you can amp it up a little bit, but just have fun with it. Don't if you're trying to use it to make up for losses, you are going to get screwed. So just really though, just stay away from leverage trading. Don't do it. You don't need to. If you do it, you don't need to put in a large amount of money. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Definitely don't bet the farm, man. The majority of my cash is in Bitcoin Cash, in Onyx Coin, in other cryptos as well. A very, not even 1% of my whole portfolio is in my trading stuff right now. Not even 1%, man. It's just for funsies. Stochastics are kind of at an area you'd expect it to bounce. It is a little bit lower. That is interesting, the daily stochastics. Let's see. We could bounce here. We've definitely done it before. We've done it back here too. The stochastics give me a little bit of the bearish heebie-jeebies. The RSI, not so much, because I think that we do have this nice kind of uptrend here. Higher lows, higher highs. The MACD is bearish overall, but again, there are some bullish implications, especially as we approach this zero. Reject the zero once, no good. Reject it twice? I don't think so, right? We rejected it here once, but on the second attempt, we actually did break through. We, coming down, rejected it once, but then the second attempt, we did break through. Stuff like that. Rejected it here, second attempt, we did break through. Doesn't have to be like that, but again, just like anything, when you find resistance at an area, the more times you hit it, the weaker it gets. And so the implications here are that in time, probably going into the end of this month, the very like last week of this month, we should see some follow through to the upside. And I think that we will. I think that as this month continues from here, we will likely see prices that are between $500 and $550, $560 even, something like that, maybe higher if anything. And then the question is, do we pull back, or does this party keep on going? Do we move back above these prices here? I do think that we will inevitably make a move that takes us back above these levels here. And if that happens, we will really have a strong implication of going to $700 or higher. But that's far away from here. So for now, let's just focus on this move up to about $500, $550, $560, something in there. I really like this $540 level because there's resistance and support right there, and it's somewhat significant going back in time as well. We take this high to this low. It's also right there around the 0.5, which Bitcoin Cash does like its 0.5 golden ratio zone. So something in that zone overall. I think we're at a higher low point, and if I'm wrong and we go lower from here, I doubt that we go below these lows. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. I'm probably just going to let this long ride. I'm not going to mess with it. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.